Sat Nam, I'm Yogigems. I'm a Kundalini yoga teacher. In traditional Chinese medicine, they work with Qi. It's a very healing, powerful, life force energy. And the Kundalini yogis' word for that Qi is prana. It's the same thing. We take in this prana through our breath, primarily as yogis, but also through the food that we eat, through our senses. So the things that we see, that we touch, that we hear, all bring prana into the body. This Kundalini Yoga Kriya is known as creating and conserving pranic energy. So it builds this very healing force in every cell of our being. So each of our cells become like a little battery of healing prana that we can use to restore ourselves and regenerate whenever we need it. So especially good when you're feeling weary, this will help to just regenerate you, refresh you, reset you with the right amount of prana. Let's bring our palms together, give them a good vigorous rub. And bring your prayer mudra into the heart center. Take a deep inhale to stretch tall through the spine. Exhale to relax the shoulders away from the ears. Inhaling to lift through the chest. And exhaling to draw the chin in towards the neck so the back of the neck is long. Let's take a deep inhale to tune in with our mantras. If you're new to the mantras, just listen in for now. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Siri Gurudeve Name. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Siri Gurudeve Name. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Siri Gurudeve Name. Deep inhale. Hold that breath in as you invite your higher self to guide you through this Kundalini yoga practice, keeping you safe from injury and keeping the space that you're practicing in clear and protected. Exhaling, relaxing the hands down to the knees in Gyan Mudra, index fingers touching thumbs. And we're going to keep our Gyan Mudra to move into a warm-up pranayam. So our hands are kind of fingers pointing up, our index finger touching thumbs. We're going to inhale both arms up, exhale back down. And this movement just bringing that life force energy into the body, that lovely, powerful healing force that we carry in the breath as yogis. The eyes closed, rolled up and into third eye point. And of course you can take this a little slower if this is a bit much of a vigorous pace for you today. Just move really powerfully with a very synchronized, powerful breath. Bring that life force energy into you, into your entire being for your Kundalini yoga practice. That's it, last few. Inhale up. Hold that breath in as you squeeze Mulband. That means you're squeezing anus and sex organs. Pull the navel in, reaching that energy up through the spine from tailbone to crown of head. Reach up with the fingers. Keep the breath held in as you stretch. And exhale. Relax the hands down to the knees. Gyan Mudra. Allowing that prana to settle, to integrate in every cell of your being. Noticing how it makes you feel. Good, now we're going to start to circulate this prana with the next warm up, a spinal flex, inhaling forward, exhaling back. You're holding onto your knees, You're again synchronizing the movement with the breath, taking it a little slower if you're not feeling so speedy today. The eyes closed, rolled up and into the third eye point in the center of the brow. And you're breathing and moving as deeply as the lungs will allow, as deeply as the spine will allow. This is helping to circulate that life force energy, that healing energy through the spine, through the internal organs, through each of the cells. Coming into the center with a deep inhale. Hold that breath in, squeeze more bund, pelvic floor pulling up, navel pulling in, feeling, sensing, imagining that energy rising up to the crown of the head. Sahasrara chakra, hold it, squeeze. And exhale, relax, release, turn the palms up, Gyan Mudra once more. And again, just feeling that lovely flush of prana as it circulates through you. Inhale deep. Exhale fully. Good, so we'll begin our Kundalini Yoga Kriya for creating and conserving pranic energy. If you want to activate the masculine energy, extend the right arm out to the side. If you want to activate the feminine energy, the left arm out to the side. I'm mirroring you. We've got our opposite hand, whichever one is not extended, on our throat. We're going to start to massage either side of our throat in circles as we start to bounce that arm, keeping it straight up and down. With a long, slow, deep breath, or however the breath falls naturally. The eyes are closed, rolled up and into third eye point. And we're just raising and dropping that arm just around 60 degrees up and back down as you vigorously massage your thyroid and parathyroid. Now this is a very sacred part of our anatomy according to the ancient yogis who held this as the seat of our youth and our vitality. They really held the throat in deep reverence for conserving our life. And in this opening to our Kundalini Yoga Kriya, we're just activating this part of our anatomy, opening, releasing any tension as we bring it into balance with that bouncing arm. The eyes closed, rolled up and into third eye point. And you're moving that arm fast if you can. Obviously you might feel this as a slight challenge in the shoulder, in the upper arm. See what you can do to go through it, to hold the space for this healing. You're doing really well. Balancing the metabolism on a physical level through the thyroid and parathyroid. And extending that arm straight, freezing the hand on the neck. Deep inhale here. Hold that breath in as you squeeze more bund, and you're squeezing anus and sex organs, pulling the navel in, driving that energy up, 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 up through the spine. Hold it, squeeze it, lift, stretch. And exhale, float both hands down to the knees, Gyan Mudra. And we'll just take a moment to experience that in the body. You might feel it more strongly on the left or the right side, whichever arm you were using today. Just observing, staying present with it. Deep inhale. Exhale fully. Good. Now we're going to bring our left hand onto the center of the chest. The right hand covers the left. We're inhaling up and we're exhaling, bringing the forehead as close to the floor as we can. Inhaling up, exhaling down. And this falls into a nice steady rhythm with the breath. With the eyes closed and rolled up and into the third eye point. And what this bowing teaches us to do is to drop out of the ego mind with all of its exhausting dramas, all of its exhausting inner dialogues, inner critics. And it takes us into the much sweeter, more nourishing space of the heart center. The heart is a much kinder space to reside in than the mind. It's a much sweeter, calmer space. And it can take us directly to our truth because, according to those ancient yogis, the heart, the hridayam, the heart cave, is the home of Atma, or the self with a capital S. It's the home of the soul. And so it holds the blueprint of our destiny. And when we follow our heart, when we follow this wisdom that's encoded in the heart center, then we realize our full potential in this lifetime. But of course it takes some unlearning to drop out of all the conditioning of the mind that teaches us that this way is the right way, or this is the way that society expects of us. It takes some deconditioning to come down from that space into the heart. And that's what this bowing motion helps us to achieve. Coming all the way up with a deep inhale. Hold that breath in as you squeeze tight through Mulban. Draw that energy up, 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 up through the spine. Hold it, squeeze it, lift up. And exhale, relax and release the hands down to the knees. See if you can stay in the heart space as you witness the new prana moving through the body, circulating through you with its new lessons of regeneration, of renewal. Take a deep inhale. Exhaling fully. Good. Now we're going to bring our hands to rest beside the hips on the floor, either closed in fists or open. It's up to you, whichever is accessible to you. We're going to inhale to lift the buttocks off the floor. Exhale, drop them down as you chant had, 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 had. Good. Now you want to get a really steady rhythm going here on the base of the spine. Had, 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 had. Had, had, had. Eyes rolled up and into the third eye point. Had, 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 had. This is great for our digestion. Had, 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 had. Keep it steady, keep it rhythmic. Had, 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 had. Take a deep inhale. Hold that breath in, squeeze tight through Mulban, draw the energy up through the spine, up to the crown of the head. Hold it, squeeze it, stretch up. And exhale, relax, release hands onto knees, Gyan Mudra. And stay present. Feel that lovely vitality flowing through you as the heart gets a little more active. Pumping the blood, pumping that oxygen, pumping that life force energy into every cell for nourishment and renewal. Inhale deep. Exhale fully. Good. Now we've got our fingers interlaced in Venus Mudra, and we've got our hands extended over the head in a circle, thumb tips come together. And we're going to relax the shoulders down as we hold this posture with a long, slow, deep breath. We're going to focus our eyes right up and into the third eye point in the center of the brow. And we're going to fix them there as we breathe deep into these beautiful open lungs. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. And if you need to bring the arms down, if this starts to get a little bit too much of a challenge in the shoulders or the upper arms, just rest your hands on the crown of the head rather than bringing them down. Try and keep the arms up. We're bringing the energy up in the body. We're opening the lungs, opening the armpits, opening ourselves up to receive this beautiful prana and to hold it within us, to conserve it in every cell of our being, a kind of reserve for when we need it, for when we're depleted. That's it. Hold it steady. Keep that breath nice and slow and deep. The breath can definitely help to hold you up even when the going gets tough. These Kundalini Yoga Kriyas teach us to really dig deep into the breath whenever we're feeling challenged in life, which is such a great lesson when we find those moments of discomfort in life and we start to learn to breathe deeper through those moments. It's one of the greatest lessons in Kundalini Yoga. And take a deep inhale. Hold that breath in. Now pull the hands apart with all of your might. As you squeeze Mulband, raise the energy up, 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 up through the crown of the head into that space between your arms and your head. Pull the hands apart with all of your might without actually separating them. Keep the fingers locked. Hold it, squeeze it, pull. And exhale, float the hands down to the knees, Gyan Mudra. Resting here for a moment, just feeling all of those feels, from the physical sensations to the subtle. Kundalini Yoga is the yoga of awareness, training us to really notice the energetic as well as the physical. Inhaling deep, exhaling fully. Good. Now there's a couple of variations in this next one. We've got our knees bent, we've got our arms alongside the body. We're going to lift ourselves up into a bridge pose, shuffle the shoulders blades together underneath you, and bring your hands under the hips if that feels comfortable. If that's too high for your hips and it strains your lower back, keep them on the earth. If this is okay and you can straighten the legs and breathe here long, slow and deep. So find the version that suits you, whichever one that is, and breathe here. There's nothing more energizing in our yoga practice than a back bend, and this one, especially if you have your hands under your hips holding them up at that height with the legs extended, is a really powerful back bend, and you will feel this energy for days to come. Remember to watch out for your lower back. If that extended version is too strong for you, just come back into either a supported bridge or bridge with your arms on the floor, supporting like a pinion. And we're breathing here, lifting the hips, breathing deep with the eyes closed at the third eye point. We're nearly there. Last few breaths. And taking a deep inhale. Holding the breath, squeezing Mulband. And exhale, relax and release. If you're in the extended version, bending the knees once more, releasing your arms down and gently peeling the spine, vertebra by vertebra, all the way back down until you come lying flat on the back, stretched out for Shavasana. Just allowing your body some time and space to integrate, to absorb all this juicy, healing energy that you've created through your Kundalini yoga practice. So stretching the arms out wide, stretching the legs out wide. Create space around the body as you give yourself permission to be heavy on this earth. Relaxing and releasing toes, feet, heels, ankles, calves, shins, knees, thighs, buttocks and groin. Relaxing and releasing hips and pelvic floor. Relaxing and releasing the whole of the trunk of the body with the abdomen, the solar plexus and diaphragm, the ribs, lungs and heart. Relaxing, softening and releasing the collarbones and shoulders, upper back, middle back, lower back, soften into the earth. Relaxing and releasing upper arms and elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, fingers, thumbs. Relaxing and releasing neck and throat, jaw, teeth and tongue, lips, cheeks, nose, ears and eyes. Relaxing and releasing forehead, scalp, skull and brain. And giving yourself full permission here to completely relax, to bask in this healing energy that you've generated in your body. We'll stay in silence for another 40 seconds or so, and I'll guide us out on the other side. Gently starting to wriggle the fingers and toes, rotating wrists and ankles, first in one direction and then in the other direction. Gently turning the head from left to right, stretching out the neck, coming back to the center. A deep inhale to stretch the arms up over the head, pointing and flexing the feet, stretch. Exhaling, bringing the arms back down. Inhaling, right knee into the chest, exhaling it across the body to the left side, turning the head in the opposite direction to the knee, breathe into that twist. Inhaling to center, exhaling down, inhaling opposite knee into the chest, exhaling it across the body, turning the head, breathe into that twist. Inhaling to center, exhaling down, inhaling both knees into the chest, wrapping the arms around the knees, giving yourself a big rock and a hug from side to side. And then bring palms of hands together, soles of feet together, give them a good vigorous rub, bring yourself back into your body. And tuck the hands into the creases behind the knees and rock forwards and back, up and down along the spine a few times until you come all the way up to sitting tall in your comfortable, easy pose. The spine is long, crown of the head up towards the sky. The shoulders are relaxed, hands in Gyan Mudra on the knees. The heart lifts and the chin tucks in with the eyes rolled up and into the third eye point. Bring our palms together at the heart center. And we'll take a deep inhale for our mantra, Sat Nam, truth is my name. Taking a deep inhale to chant. Sat Nam. Bowing chin to chest, offering your gratitude to body, mind and breath for bringing you to this Kundalini yoga, and sending that gratitude out into your life as far as it will go. And coming back into the room whenever you feel ready. Sat Nam, I'm Yogigems. I hope you enjoyed this Kundalini Yoga Kriya. If you did, please do click like, do subscribe if you'd like to see more. And thank you to those who support me through coffee and through the YouTube super thanks. Received with huge gratitude and a big heart. Thank you. Sat Nam, lots of love.